Hello. Hello, hello. Good evening. Well, tonight is going to be a shorter night. Hopefully I can avoid doing what I did last time and just spend lots of time on figuring out why the hair didn't work. But hopefully this will be a little bit better. Hopefully I can also remember what I did to fix it. Let me actually do a quick review here, just to remind myself. Yeah, it was the material issues, one of the things. Yeah. Nah, it's coming back. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the process, hopefully faster this time, of getting the hair copied over, maybe checking the vertex groups, and specifically, hopefully we can get the character with hair inside of our kitchen scene. So let's see here. One of the problems of working with troubleshooting is sometimes you try a bunch of things and forget which parts were essential. I want to say the mask and subdivision orders could have made certainly a difference, although they should be equal now. So let's see if we connect the hair. This one is broken. I believe it might be the position. What did we have? Let's delete that. And then, of course, we have to fix the materials. Let me go ahead and add a hair material so we can save time with this later. Principal hair, and we'll use melanin concentration. I forget which one I used my test, but we can copy that later. So that should be, yeah, a nice blonde. I actually really like that. And of course, if we had more time this evening, again, we'll probably just have a little bit of time. Next time, we might even be able to get into how the hair cutting works. But all this to say, we've got this, I think, matching. Our hide group might not. But if I remember correctly, we have this character, and if we hide, if we disable the armature temporarily, these are going to match. Perfect. So I'm hoping they'll leave the mask here. That's kind of my goal. And make sure our hair was deleted. Perfect. And then copy active to selected objects. And hide this. And let's see if we can connect the hair. I'm really hoping that we don't have to delete the mask, that it's not going to be that difficult. Oh, let's see. Let's make sure. Okay, our texture seems to be working. We've created our hair. Okay, material is using hair. So, repeat our stats, go back here, and turn on this guy. Let's first see if simply deleting the mask will work for both of these. Delete the mask, and oh, okay, yeah, now I'm remembering. The mask might have been an issue. I'm not even sure if the armature position matters or if it's the mask, because we had part of the body hidden. So let's first see. We won't save this just yet, but see if we can say, okay, hair is disconnected. copy to active, connect hair. Yeah, looks like that's not working. All right, well, let me take a look at delete the mask on both. Trying to see what we did to match these up. Oh, also, this older version of the file, you know what, it may not even be an issue with the mask or the armature. It might simply be this version of the file does not have the head. Let's see, select. Okay, yeah, we don't seem to have anything assigned to our hair. And I think we might be able to, because the hair was already modified, we might be able to cheat this a little bit, at least for the time being. And then hopefully later we can get into learning how to copy the vertex groups. See, that looks like a copy selected. So yeah, there's to copy single vertex groups. Yeah, we might have to test to see how that might work. But let me make sure I didn't. All right, I don't think I edited anything here. I'm gonna say assign, then select, perfect, and then if we copy the turn on this guy, copy, turn them off, select, connect hair. Oh, okay, right. And then we had our material already set up. I think we already saved that. Perfect. Okay, so that was much less of a pain. It does look like we may be having, let's see. It looks like we are having some issues. I may not have, if we select this. Oh, that should be an easy fix. Didn't quite get enough points here. And let's see, select and assign. Okay, assign, and then perfect. Okay, I thought something was wrong. So this is looking quite nice. I'm actually going to save this version. And I think the only thing really we kind of significantly changed was the subdivision before the armature. I might even be able to, let's see, is this going to break? Nope. Okay. So I'm not sure which final position I want. I want to say we want to actually do the armature first. But don't hold me to that. So the truth is we probably want to have the vertex group exact as the same as the old one, and there's things we could do to improve some of the direction of the hair and whatnot, which I guess we could still actually come back and change. But overall, this pretty much gets the job done. Now let's copy the eye test, and let's copy the hair color, because this is a little bit too richly yellow, I think, and we may not copy this exactly. Skinhead, copy this, and anything else we changed, I'm not sure. We might have changed or something when I created this file. I don't think I streamed this, but the roughness, radial roughness, we might experiment with that. So 0.1, okay, so 0.141732, okay. Yeah, so there's some of these we might play with. We don't have to do it exactly the way we did in the test. That's still perhaps. Oh, I see. I think the redness is a little bit too rich. That's a little bit better. A little bit more of the natural blonde color that we want to go for. We might even be able to increase the melanin. All right. So this is looking pretty good. So we might be able to. Okay. Just check my stream here that this is going. It looks like it is. And perfect. So we've saved this. Now, let's go to our kitchen final. Like I said, tonight is likely going to be a short stream. And we have hair. And of course, it's really dark with this lighting. But, it's interesting. We have GPU compute on, but everything is slow. We do have, I want to say, do we have adaptive sampling on? I want to say yeah, okay. The noise threshold option turns on adaptive sampling. So this is going, but I think our hair is maybe causing it to be quite slower. Of course, this is also kind of a weird angle too, and we also have denoise, which if it's denoising every single pass, that's gonna be slow. So there's a few things I noticed, but that at least gets our hair into this scene. Let's see here. Hopefully next time we can talk about haircuts, because I might make a change to this. But I just wanted to go through the practice of copying hair, because especially if we reuse anything or have to copy it for any reason to fix something, this is a good process to understand. And when you remember how it works and to not assign the eyelash material to your hair, it's not quite as bad. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think there are some weird things about the hair that could maybe be a little bit spread out and things. There's just different stuff. I'm also liking that even though we're using kind of a more muted cartoon skin shader, we do have the skin detail. So it's subtle. It's much more subtle than I think the texture came out, kind of right out of the box. But one of the nice things is we do get some of the splotchiness of the skin, and it's not. This may almost even feels like too much, but gives us a little bit more of that balance. So looks like we do have possibly an issue to solve with sampling being so slow. Even on GPU compute. Of course, I am streaming this, and that does make a difference, but. That's not heartening. But hopefully there can be either an option. The simplest thing, the possible option would be to only render the hair essentially as its own layer and basically its own render layer, so it's not having to process the same way as the other objects. But yeah, I'm actually really surprised that it's moving that slow. I might have to do a test with or without the hair turned on. Can I select this and turn the hair? Yeah, let me try this. And that's, yeah, that's a good bit significantly faster. It's still slow with the subsurface scattering. So we might have to take a look into options to see how to either speed that up, perhaps fake the lighting for the hair might be an option. And of course, this may or may not matter quite so much for. If we turn this back on, may not matter quite so much for still frames. Or initially, I want to start with some kind of comic book setting. But yeah, whew. Woo, that's slow. So yeah, I'm going to have to look into optimizations, but at least we know that it is working. We could maybe improve the materials and certainly the lighting. The lighting in the scene looks great, but it's terrible for the character. So there's maybe some things to look into for that. Come on, I'm trying to find a good angle to finish this at. Switch back to our, here we go. Let's see, grab this. Nope, that will not work. Oh no, let's see. This is gonna move our boot. Okay, yeah. That works the way we want. So we still gotta also work on eyebrows and things of that nature. Let's use this camera. Nope. Looks like we don't want that one. Perhaps this. Yeah, now that I'm remembering this, I think we started with this, and yeah, I just did this subset here. Yeah, the hair in this lighting is still actually quite red, so that might be something we might want to take out for this particular character. Obviously, if you wanted him to have more reddish hair, it would make sense, but I was going for more for kind of a blonde, maybe even bleach blonde look. So the biggest complaint that I'm sort of noticing would be that the hair is not very detailed and looks like this big smudge, and again, that's probably because it's just taking so long to render, and the denoising is just mushing it to look like it's painted rather than its actual hair with the details, which kind of defeats the purposes of having detailed hair. Not that, again, you know, not that there aren't some other great cartoon options for hair, but I was hoping to be able to use this just because of the detail. Yeah, and it does look like, you know, possibly with enough rendering we can start getting that separation and just not every single strand of hair at this angle, of course, but getting something that looks a little bit better. So yeah, optimizing hair, I'm gonna have to look that one up because that was way slower than I was expecting. Of course, hair is just a monster anyway. Some options, of course, worst case scenario would be to use what are called cards. So there's a card-based hair, and that can look pretty good while also being very fast. So that might be an option. I'm hoping we can do something else here. There we go. We're starting to get, it's super slow, but we're starting to get some of that detail, both not only on the side where it's cut really short, but also at the top. We're getting kind of the waves in the hair. But yeah. All right. Well, overall, I'm disappointed with the speed, but I am happy that I finally was able to get the hair copied over from our test to our character. This looks, the noise artifacts from the denoising are not quite great. It looks like he has scars he's been operated on. And of course, those are going to flicker in any kind of animation. But if I step back and look at this, I'm actually really happy with it. The hair is very red, which, you know, I could almost see with this character, but wasn't quite what I was going for originally. But I am pretty happy with the overall result. There can be certainly things with like the hairline that could be maybe a little bit better, a little bit more natural. But I'm happy with the fact that it does, especially at this point. What are we at? Just for reference, almost 650 samples. Looks like he has hair. Looks like he's in the scene, and looks like he is a cartoonish character that doesn't hopefully well avoids the uncanny valley. That's pretty important. And overall, I'm liking this, despite hating the slow render time. So hopefully we could do something like a cutout render layer that maybe where the hair gets influenced by the surrounding lighting, but not vice versa. Something along those lines will hopefully help this be sped up. And maybe also take a look to see what options we'd have for the subsurface scattering, because this also, my goodness, that's also pretty slow. Just not quite as slow. Well, actually, maybe slower than the hair. It's just I was more used to it with previous tests. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, well, like I said, tonight will be short. Thank you. If you happen to watch this, I don't think anyone watched it live, but that's to be expected with the channel that's still really technically brand new, even though the channel is old, but this kind of content is brand new. So all that to say, so next time, hopefully, normally the schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock, but of course my schedule has been crazy, so we'll see if I can't get a video. Hopefully I'll get at least something pre-recorded out by that time, and all that. So again, I hate to say subscribe and ring the bell and the like the video or whatever, but you know the drill. Supposedly it helps share the video and make it more likely to come up in people's video feeds and helps promote the channel. So appreciate that if you do it, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.